Oh my god. Hello and welcome along to Mondo Chelloveck Movies. My name is John, and this video is going to be an unboxing from my good friend Michael Witchy, and wait till you see what's in it. So Mikey got in touch with me and said he would like to send me something through the post, and I just want to thank him once again for taking the time to do this, and I really do appreciate this. I haven't got a clue what's in here, mind. So nurse, this time, scissors please. Thank you. Yes, here is the note. Yeah, very interesting. Here we go. Hi John, I finally found something I knew I had in the attic. It was a VHS. It's for display only because it has mold. It is also a bit beat up, however I'm sure you will like it. I've also popped in a little promo code that I got from the Evil Dead Rise premiere. Cheers buddy, Mikey. So yeah, well obviously there's something VHS-like in there. The VHS kick that I'm on at the minute, I've got the other two there from Stephen Turnbull. If you haven't watched that video, I'll leave that down below, where he gave me some really amazing presets. And on a side note, forthcoming from Stephen Turnbull, we're going to meet up quite soon, and there's going to be more VHS involved. So, there you go. I will open this first. Oh, look at that. Now, as you know, I've just picked up the Evil Dead Rise on 4K. Great film. Really enjoyed it. As I enjoy, now I didn't like the 2013 remake or reimagining, but Mikey got in touch with me and sent me the director's cut over, and I thought this is absolutely brilliant. It's weird how the two cuts differ, but if you're going to see the Evil Dead the 2013, you're not too keen on it, do go and check out the longer cut because it's much better, I feel. So yes, that will go. I'm going to get some kind of way to, not to show these off, because I probably can't show them off, but I'm going to have to find a way to store these in an area where I can get to them and maybe even show them again on a channel. That's amazing. Really do appreciate that one. Evil Dead Rise. I wish I had some way of putting them on the shelf there. You can just sort of see that, but unfortunately there's no real way I can do it on this one. The VHS that Mikey has sent is, and I'm not going to look at it, make sure there's nothing there. No, nothing there. I'm not going to look at it until I show you. We're going to see it together. Trying to find a way in. I want to open it without looking at it at all. I want to get no flavour of what it is until I actually... Now, I'm going to have to use the scissors on this one. Now, the thing about these copies, when you get them and they've got mould on them, and it's a bit of a tragedy that they have it on, but unfortunately this is what VHS is susceptible to. I know I've got a few in there that had mould on. I had a great copy of Microwave Massacre, the big box one. I wish I'd kept it, but I sold it, saying, you know, on eBay that, look, it's got mould on it, it got snapped up, but I just wish I'd kept it because I thought, well, it's useless to me, but when I think about it, it's not useless because these things are a time capsule in themselves. So it doesn't matter about the mold. Well, you know, I don't think I'll be playing many VHS, but I'd like to play them again. But if it's not, c'est la vie. But I think the actual thing itself is quite astounding to have. Because these things are all going to be around about 40 years old. Where have they been all this time? Well, they've been in Michael's attic. Right. This is really well wrapped up, mate. Is there more? Yes, there's more. I could have looked at that one because there's actually another level to it. Well, I can feel it's a big box release. I love the big box releases. They have more nostalgia than the other ones for some reason. I just think that when you went to the video shops for the first time, they were all big boxes, or majority were, and the smaller boxes came out at a later date. And when you used to buy remember the clamshell boxes you used to buy and used to look like false leather? There was either green ones or red ones. You used to put them on the shelves as if you had really posh books there, but really it was the most ghastly horror movies. Yeah. Okay, so that's off. So I think this is the right way up. So Mikey has sent me... Oh my God. Oh. Oh my, gee, honestly, I'm trying to find your note, Mikey, because I've Where have I put it there? I just want to read out what you said in there. I'm sure you will like it. Well, that's the understatement of the century. Look at this. The original Vipco Certificate X of zombie flesh eaters. You know what? This, I don't know, I'm trying to, I struggle when I think about ways to talk about these movies. And you say it's a bit beat up, but I don't think so at all. This shows, well, it obviously shows age because it's got to be 40 plus years old. But if I'm, if I'm honest, this is in really good condition compared to what you might find some of them like. But I cannot believe I actually have this in my hands. He said as well he said as well, I hope you haven't got this. Well, I have got it, obviously, on other formats, but do you think I had this and I wouldn't show it? So there's the interior of the box. This would be the original box. Now these interiors did used to get a bit flimsy round about this area. I remember I used to get them out. Obviously, the more times they were opened, the more times they would split the seams. Unfortunately, but you know that's what it was. I don't. These things just weren't built to last. Unfortunately, so you had to be really careful. And back in the day, you never really. I think when you get it, well, you used to get these things, you never really thought about them being extinct or ones that you couldn't get in the future. You would just get them and not really. I'm not saying you wouldn't take care of them, but taking care of them wasn't the main factor of having movies like these movies here. You know, are really protective of them. But back in the day, maybe VHS from the video library, you were kind of not tossing around, but you know what I mean. So there's the box. Wow. Yeah, so it's got mold on the tape. And to be honest, if I, you know, what I probably would have done with this one was, if it was playable, I would have took a copy of it off onto a DVD because I got that one where you can copy the DVD to an actual disc. Yeah, I would have burnt the disc off because I've done that a few times with some old VHS, so they don't like family VHS or movies that you cannot watch at all. They're not being re-released apart from VHS, and I've still got the VHS and I've took a copy of them. But God, and as well. Sometimes what I do is when I get these things, I'm not stunned. I don't really take as much notice of them, and I do it afterwards and think, oh, I should have mentioned that. So I'm going to have a good look through this. So what I'm seeing there is a stamp on there that says strong uncut version. That's, you know, just stuff like that. You know, if you're of a certain age, a certain time, and you've had a certain experience with things, and you just say, for instance, at the VHS shop, I don't know if it, but obviously this was released out, and this would have been, you know, highly sought after on the times when the Video Nasties thing came out. There would have been everyone would have been searching for this because this would have been your badge of honour to say, look what I've got. Just that sticker alone, to me, is worth, you know, the price of admission. The memories you can get from these things are just absolute. I mean, a bit like the vinyl kick I'm on at the minute. I'm getting this new vinyl, and I'm actually all I do now is search for vinyl opening videos, and I'm looking at vinyl online and how to buy them at a sensible price. I'm not going to go crazy with it. Actually, I'm looking at a Mogwai one that's £80, so it just shows you where I'm at with that. Don't really want to go down that rabbit hole. But this is amazing. This is, I mean, it's funny. I talk about this all the time. Collectors would pass out when they saw this. But if I say, like, the average Joe just came to the house and say, guess what I've got? And they look at it and go, oh yeah, well, it's old, it's beaten up, you can't play them anymore, it doesn't work. What are you bothered about? That's it. If you know, you know. And on the strength of that, if you were a collector who came and I said, do you want to have a look at this? I could see people literally, I can't wait to show, like, John Hall. John Hall, he'll be just taken back. John Hall's a big nostalgia. And this is, well, about as nostalgic as you can get. This cover here, which is featured on the Arrow Blu-ray, which I've got the cover turned around. This This here is it's iconic. It's such. I mean, this is on the shelf, and I'll put this in here. I don't want this to fall off the lap. So you put this on. You're going on the shelf, and you're looking around, and you're seeing, all these other ones like On Golden Pond and I don't know, Thundercats the movie. And then you've got this one, and you would be like, you wouldn't usually, to be honest, I don't think I heard about this at all. But the title, Zombie Flesh Eaters, right? That's hooked us again. It's got the X certificate on it. The cover is absolutely amazing, and you just pick it up and you look at the back, and you see these ultra gory scenes which make you think, oh, this has got to be really gory. And sometimes used to do this and used to put other pictures on that weren't actually to do with the movie. They used to sort of hoodwink you into that, and you just go, hang on, that scene's not even in the movie. It's the best scene on the back. But this movie delivered. When I saw this for the first time, obviously I didn't see it I missed the boat when I saw this. I wanted to get it out and then it was gone. It was one of them. I think it was just on the cusp of the video nasties. And what happened was, I saw it on a really bad video copy that I got off my mate, Alime from Vimey. And it was about the third gen. It wasn't great, but I knew that this movie was pretty special. It wasn't until I really saw a good DVD. And then, you see, the thing with this movie is, when I saw the better formats for it, especially the 4K, I kind of realised I've always loved this movie, but I realised how well made this movie was about, for this movie is a film. This film is a movie that, wow.
Where's me ladders?
This film is one that just gets better on every view because it's got a lot going on for it. It's made like really well, actually. And you don't really get that from the VHS. It kind of comes across like a great movie, but when you look down for cinematic, without sounding pretentious, when you go to a cinematic view of it, I'm going to open that up. Can I stop looking at this? I know for a fact that we'll be going, oh yeah, but she won't get it because it's not really her thing to know about. I'm not saying not to know about it. She's obviously a fan of. She's had VHS before, but I don't think she's got the nostalgia, that we have, and that's fair enough. I mean, not everybody can. It's funny because when I say to my son, "Oh, do you remember that film we used to watch? Remember this one? You remember that one?" He's like, "Oh yeah." He hasn't really got that kind of, "Oh yeah, that was brilliant, wasn't it?" And I can't wait to get that in my collection and stuff. He's more interested in just bending metal. But yeah, this is just absolutely sensational. That's the only way I can describe it, Mikey. I was not expecting this. When you said you were going to send something, and I said, I hope I haven't got it, I was thinking along the lines of maybe, a Blu-ray or a DVD. Look at that. Stuff like this. To have this like that is just, I don't know. It seems strange to be drawn to these things, but you're looking at things from yesteryear. You're looking at things, if Mary Whitehouse was sitting across from us, all right, Mary? Imagine sitting across and I says, yoo-hoo, do you want to watch this tonight? These were things that, if you had one, if I had this now, say I was transported back to 1983, and I was sitting there and I had this thing now, I'd be hiding it. You'd be hiding it under the bed, you'd be hiding it in some really strange place to think, and you would say to people you trusted, hey, come here, I've got something you can watch. And you didn't lend out the house. That was another thing. You didn't lend these things to anybody else because you'd never get them back. How many times has that happened to you? Happened to me a lot back in the day, especially with VHS. And you would say, where's my VHS gone? Oh, let me mate. And then, who's he? I don't know. Haven't seen him. And that was it, gone. Couldn't get it back. And things like this you couldn't replace. So yeah, this is, well, it's mind-bending to think I have this in my hand. Yes, I know it's not functionable. Doesn't matter. This is more about the object. It's funny when you look at. I don't know if I'll ever get that to the discs. So, say for instance, I was after that one, and it got put out of print. You couldn't get it anymore, and it was picture in the dark. There was no way of getting it. And then somebody 40 years from now said to us, "Yeah, I've got that." You would be kind of nostalgic and be kind of, oh, that's great and all that. And, but it would probably still work and it would probably still be in quite good condition. These have shown the age and they are what they are. They do perish. That's what they are. Plastic perishes. This cassette tape perishes. They've got a shelf life, which is not meant to be for that long. I don't think they were meant for the long run. These are. These will probably outlast me. But I don't know, it's just of a different age. I hope you don't mind. This was going to be like an insert video. So what I'm going to have to do now is I'm going to have to go back and shoot a little entrance. What? I'm going to have to go back and shoot a little bit of a start to this video because I was going to insert this into a whole video. But this deserves its own video because, I don't know, I can't. Now, at this point, I think when I had some presets, I think I had a couple of Vipco ones. I might have had Deadly Spawn. I think that was a Vipco one. I had a couple. I didn't have many. I did get a lot of them out of the video library. And they were kind of like Deadly Spawn, like they weren't banned, but they were like frowned upon a bit because of the gore in it. Deadly Spawn, what a great movie. I think I've got it down there actually on DVD. Do need an upgrade of that. I would love it in 4K, although it's 16mm, so it'll never look good. One of them things. But getting back to this one, this is, I forgot to say, but I think you know this by now. This is my favourite horror film of all time. So to own this on VHS, DVD, multiple copies, provided me by Chris Soto, my good friend Chris Soto from America. He got in touch and said a few things, and he said you can get rid of them if you want to. But when I saw the zombie flesh eaters, I was like, no chance. So I've got them over there. I've also got a 4K from Chris Soto. He sent me over one, and I've also got the 4K that I bought myself. I would love Arrow to release a 4K of it in that lovely box set they've got going on. Would they do that? I don't know. I would like to think they would. But this is I'm lost for words. I'm lost for words. I've been rambling on for 20 minutes. So it shows you I'm kind of babbling because I'm excited. I'm excited to receive something that is so iconic. Even the noise of them, you can't really hear the noise. It doesn't pick up on here. But the noise of these things, they've just got the size of it. They're quite, I'm going to say they're not easy to store because of the size of them when you get them. When I used to get them, when I used to go through buying the VHS, I used to think, oh no, it's on a big box. I'm not going to be able to put that on my shelf, and I kind of would prefer a small box version if you could get it. How wrong I was. These are the things that really, really take me back. The size of them, the look of them, the feel of them, the sound of them. I don't know. If someone said to me, we're going to do a fine art time capsule to send off in the future or send into space, what do you want to put in? I say, get this in. They say, why? And I say, because those who know. Wow. Well, I cannot thank you enough for this, Mikey. This is so surprising. I didn't expect this at all. I don't know what I expected. I didn't expect a VHS or anything. When I heard VHS, I didn't think it was going to be this type of VHS. I tried to think what it would be. I think it would probably be. This is a video nasty. Actually, section 1 video nasty. So that's another thing for it. I thought it might be a video nasty VHS. Like maybe one of the lower ones, not ones you don't really think of. Maybe a really obscure title, but this is just such a good title. It's definitely, say, when people come to the house, and I would say to them when they come through, do you like VHS band video nasties? And if they say no, I'd say, oh, I'll be disappointed. But anyone who said yes, I'd be saying, have I got something to show you? So I want to thank you once again, Mikey. You've played a blinder here, mate, and I can't wait to thank you in person over Instagram and tell you how much I enjoyed this. So this wasn't going to be the video to go out by itself, but this is going to be a complete video by itself because it is just astounding to think I actually physically own this. You can talk about these things, you can put little stickers up and you can say, oh yes, I had that and I knew it looked like that or it was this type of thing. But to own this, to have this, and this, I'm going to say, in my opinion, this would have been the one to get. This would have been the daddy of all releases by Zombie Flesh Eaters. Maybe there's some more obscure ones, I don't know. Also, very quickly, there might be some kind of little tiny little sticker marks on there. Maybe a little bit of, little bit of dust and stuff there and whatever. But there's no way I'm going to do anything with this. I want this to remain exactly how it is, because this is honest. This is an honest version of this movie, and I want to have it. I want to preserve it the way it is forever. So, thanks for watching, especially you, Mikey, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.